Space Shuttle land. Ooh, we got some catching up to do, y'all. But first, make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel because 60% of the people that watch this channel aren't even subscribed. Go ahead, subscribe so you can get these videos as soon as they drop. Make sure you put some notifications on so you can get the notifications as soon as these things drop, because it be hot. It's a reason why I show particular things in these videos, and it prepares you for these type of moments. Did y'all catch the play? If you didn't, look, we gonna get y'all. We gonna get it in today, man. We about to vibe out today. But just know, if you're going through a tough time, you're not in this thing by yourself. We're in this thing called life together. Let's get into this video without further ado.
No one realizes that the two astronauts allegedly stranded in space actually never went to space at all. During the live broadcast of the rescue mission for the stranded astronauts, many people noticed something was off. Everything looked like an AI-generated video, with perfect graphics and visual effects. The sky and water were a striking blue. The parachute shape seemed fake, and even dolphins appeared in the distance, like something from a CGI trailer. Not to mention, when the capsule made contact with the cold seawater, there was no steam, despite the heat generated by the high-speed re-entry. Another issue came to light with the timing. When the astronauts landed, they claimed that the rescue fleet would take about 30 minutes to reach them, but in reality, it only took 2 to 3 minutes. Originally, American astronauts Barry Wilmore and Sunita Williams were only supposed to stay in space for 8 days. But strangely, the video that was later released showed them celebrating various holidays with decorations. I can't believe space station supplies would include such items. So there's only one possibility. This whole thing was planned. They never went to space and were just staying somewhere creating a fake stranded in space illusion. The most crucial point is the report that they returned to Earth aboard SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule. But we all know that SpaceX's spacecraft had already experienced 2 failed test flights this year. On January 16th, it disintegrated during a test flight, and on March 6th, an energy event caused multiple Raptor engines to fail, leading to the spacecraft's loss of control and disintegration. Do you still believe this story is true?
Why did the landing from the astronauts who were stuck in space look AI? Now we all know the astronauts who were stranded in space came home the other day. And I was watching the NASA live, and to me the shit looked like a video game, y'all. Am I the only one? I swear, to me, it looked like I was watching the new GTA trailer. Tell me if I'm tripping. I'm gonna show y'all the video. Just look at everything. Look at the water, everything. Then if you was watching the live, she said after splashdown, they were gonna pull up on boats like it was gonna take them 30 minutes. It legit took them like 2 to 3 minutes. So I was confused, like, you just said 30 minutes. Anyway, here's the video of the astronauts landing from space.
What in the GTA 5 is going on here? Splashdown, huh? Well, this looks real, I must say. Who filmed these perfect angles? Stanley Kubrick's Ghost? Then it's just bobbing about there, making no impact on the perfect looking water. But some cute dolphins came to say hi, and that's all that matters. Nice editing touch, the masses love cutesy. Back to reality though, and besides these spacesuits from Temu, zip-up leather boots, which are worn on the bottoms by the way, what ground made those marks? And the obvious AI disaster that has half the world convinced it was real. If only I had some evidence that they just dropped something out of a plane and faked the rest. Oh wait, I do. See how it gets there and circles and waits for NASA to arrive, circles and waits. Oh look, here they come. Wow, it's not 1969 anymore, folks. The only question I have is why? What's the long game here?
Fool me once. Shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
La gente dice que Voldam es una cerveza con mucho carácter. Pero si te tomas el tiempo para saborearla, te darás cuenta de que no es...
Well, you know, I was up in space for about 9 months, never wore a helmet once. Once I got back down to Earth, I had to put that plastic thing on. Don't want that oxygen to fucking kill me, you know what I mean? Hell, it's 2025 out here and we're wearing Spirit Halloween astronaut costumes. Doesn't even have a port entry for fucking any wires or fucking air, anything. How about the new boots? They're actually separate boots from the fucking white pleather suit she has on with a fucking zipper. So if the door perhaps flies open while you're in space, your butthole's gonna fly through your fucking pant leg. Also, you may want to put the plastic shield down so it actually looks like an authentic fucking picture.
Okay, help me understand this. These 4 astronauts were stuck on the space station for more than 5 months. Biden said leave them up there. Trump said bring them back. Elon creates a spaceship that flies to the space station, and they returned yesterday in a capsule with 4 parachutes on it. Did I sum that up okay, or am I missing something? So I go on X to go look up some videos on the space station, and the space station looks like it's hanging from something. And why are they always using the fisheye camera to film the space station in space? And did they make this and fly this up into space from ground level, or did they just go into space with all the materials and build this? Because I really want to know, like I just don't get it. I don't understand. And then they're saying that this thing moves at 28,000 kilometers. What, bro? Like, what are we talking about here? Someone help me out. Comment below.
Hey, you forgot to close that. I seen that live and you forgot to close it, but it's closed here. Uh-oh. You messed up.
So now that the astronauts is back, who gonna say it? Because I've been saying it for too damn long. After 9 months, the crew that was lost in space is back. And on top of them being back, that time that they was lost in space for, you know, the 9 months that they couldn't come home, they can't get paid for it. Excuse me. They can't get paid overtime for it. So you on the clock, 9 months, and you can't get that OT. The fact that they're continuously playing in our face is crazy. Matter of fact, look at this shit.
Capsule.
I really don't like when people play with me.
What will be used
The Dolphins
to
did it for me.
lift
Look
the
at this.
Dragon capsule out of the
Look.
water and onto the recovery vessel.
Oh.
Wow, we got a cute little pod of dolphins. It wasn't
Yeah,
just
okay.
1 or 2.
A lot of people that seen the landing said the landing didn't even look authentic. Nothing looked authentic. And they come back and have a storybook ending. They land, they in water, and what do you see? Dolphins swimming around. Okay, I'm gonna keep saying as loud as I can. You know what got me? What got me is when they said that they were stuck in space, but all of a sudden we start seeing them wearing Christmas hats. Then, a couple of months later, we see them being interviewed by a guy that we don't even see anymore. It was 4 people that got off of that ship just now. Where's the guy that was interviewing them? Matter of fact, look at this shit.
Oh, looks like we're getting our next crew member here. That is none
I can't
other
even watch
than
the whole
Sunny
video.
Williams.
I'm not letting the whole video
Big
play,
smile,
but let me tell you
big
something.
waves.
It's 4 of them in that crowd.
She,
Where
like
the
our
other
other
guy
crew
at?
members now.
Where is the
will be
guy that was
assisted
interviewing
onto
him?
mobility aid.
Where is he? All right, I'm out.
No one realized that one action after the return of the stranded astronauts revealed that the moon landing 50 years ago was staged. The images of rescuing the astronauts at sea are thrilling, but also raise doubts. Viewers noticed that several astronauts, after exiting the capsule, were so weak they couldn't walk and had to be carried on stretchers. But strangely, the astronauts returning from the moon half a century ago didn't appear this way. In the documentary, former President Nixon personally welcomed the Apollo 11 astronauts. The newly landed astronauts responded to him energetically. It seems that the exhaustion and weakness shown by Sunita and Butch were absent in the Apollo 11 astronauts. No wonder viewers would begin to question the moon landing after seeing this. Logically, suddenly returning from a zero-gravity environment to gravity would cause astronauts extreme discomfort, and they would need time to recover. The process of returning to Earth would also severely drain their physical and mental strength. Astronauts are carried off the ground after landing to ensure their safety. Meanwhile, the energetic Apollo 11 astronauts naturally appear strange. In fact, many people suspect that Sunita and Butch may never have gone to space at all. The rescue live broadcast seemed too perfect, with the shape of the parachute looking odd, and even dolphins appeared, making it look like an AI-generated scene. So what do you think about this?
Blatant green screen. Where's all the fucking wash around the fucking... Where is it? Right?
Do you know what they've been
I've been in the water all my life, mate, right? That's a load of shit. They're running this one hard, mate, for all you fucking dumb cunts.
Hive Moderation AI. I have just uploaded the video of the Dragon capsule landing in the ocean because I'm convinced that it is AI generated. Hive Moderation detects AI generated video. So let's see what it comes up with. And 18 minutes later, here is our result. Overall, the video is likely to contain AI generated or deepfake content. Wow.
I mean, look, see, and this is my thing. When a lot of people watch the landing, how many of y'all watch the landing? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, when we watch the landing, you can clearly see, if you're hip to this channel and you've been seeing the stuff that I implement in the videos, it'll help you with your discernment of like what you're seeing. Not saying everything that we see is fake. No, we know we don't talk like that on this channel. Everything not fake, but everything is definitely not real. And we can use our discernment to see. We can see that the graphics and everything, it just doesn't make sense. It just don't make sense at all. And that's why I had somebody comment and say, "Oh, Dre, man, you're falling off because you got AI generated videos in your content and whoop whoop whoop." Do you understand? You don't get it. You're speaking out of turn. You should silence yourself, because this helps people see the difference between reality and AI. We have to show both, because if you're not used to it, you can be easily tricked. But let's move on, though. Let's keep going. Stay silent, though, that person that said that. Next time you speak out of turn, I'm going to block you.
1 minute now to touchdown. Discovery's landing gear will be locked down and into place at 300 feet in altitude. It's currently 3,500 feet and traveling at a rate of 370 miles per hour. "30 seconds until touchdown." Landing gear now down and locked. Main gear touchdown. Pilot Jim Dutton now deploying the drag chute.
¿Cuántas veces somos capaces de reírnos de la misma anécdota? Esa que...
Did you notice Sunita's shrunken and deformed jaw? Returning to Earth has been a nightmare for her. After 286 days trapped in the space capsule, Sunita and Butch returned to Earth. Sharp-eyed netizens noticed Sunita's shrunken, protruding jaw and her almost entirely white forehead hair. Butch, who weighed 210 pounds originally, had also lost a lot of weight. In fact, the real challenges for them have just begun after returning to Earth. First, they have to deal with radiation exposure. As soon as they stepped out of the capsule, they were immediately put on stretchers and sent to the hospital. Secondly, due to the effects of microgravity, the intervertebral discs expand, which has already made it very difficult for Sunita to walk. They need to make plans to deal with the serious loss of bone density. Lastly, muscle atrophy caused Sunita's jaw deformation and increased pressure on her optic nerve, both hitting female astronauts harder and needing longer recovery. But Musk might not wait and pull her out to promote SpaceX. But Sunita has no complaints about it. She feels her sacrifices are something to be proud of. So, are you proud of her?
I mean, like, she sacrificed her chin for sure. Like, did she come back something else? Maybe they got swapped. Let me know in the comments down below if you have a theory, like, where they were at. I mean, I think, like when they go in the sky, they're not going outside the firmament. They're riding around that thing. They're searching they up there somewhere digging holes, because Operation Fishbowl didn't work, so they're trying other means. That's what I think. That's why that last time, 14 plus years ago, they came back and shit that looked like, what, planes? Landed with wheels? But now they're landing in the oceans? It's crazy to me. But let's continue though. Maybe she's something else. Maybe that Chin gave it away.
You need to see this because the shit I'm about to show you is about to scare the hell out of you. So in Daytona, there has been reports, sightings of UAP, people saying they hear strange noises at night, and there has even been power outages. So they're saying that the U.S. military spotted a gigantic ship underwater. And allegedly, this ship that they spotted, it wasn't something that we made. And in that same area, you have
pull her out to promote SpaceX, but Sunita has no complaints about it. She feels her sacrifices are something to be proud of. So, are you proud of her?
You need to see this because the shit I'm about to show you is about to scare the hell out of you. So in Daytona, there has been reports, sightings of UAP, people saying they hear strange noises at night, and there has even been power outages. So they're saying that the U.S. military spotted a gigantic ship underwater. And allegedly, this ship that they spotted, it wasn't something that we made. And in that same area, you have some people saying that they've seen something. As a matter of fact, look at this shit. It's nighttime. And that's not the sun. Look at that. Look at that. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's not the sun, and that's not the moon either. The voices in that video clearly stated that that's not the sun or the moon. So what is that shining that bright? Now, I don't know if y'all remember last week, the lady that says she speaks to extraterrestrial people said that last week we were supposed to see a mothership and nobody seen it. And everybody doubted her. Could this be that mothership? Could this be the two motherships that she said we would see? Whatever that is, that's not normal.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Please up and watch this video to the end. Shooting stars. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. What is that, man? What is that? Huh? It's not a game. Hey, Dad. Get your dad out here. He needs to see this. Shh. Shut up. Tell your uncle to come outside, too. Come on. What is this, man? It's not a game out there. Dad, come out here real quick. Come out. What the? It's gone. It's freaking gone. Where did it go? Huh? What was that? Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and that was not real. I don't know why that guy was even calling his dad out to come look at something that he did on his computer that was straight special effects. Shut up! A superstar disappeared. Where did it go? I told you. You know why it's so high? Because we can't go up that high. That's why it's so high. What you gonna do? Pull out your rig telescope? Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys. You know what time it's in. Shut up! I was just playing. Telescopes are real. I use them every night. You know, when you look at those things, you see all the planets, you know? The planets that are millions of miles away. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game out here, guys, and you know what's going on. Yeah, there's a lot of planets in the solar system. Stop playing with me, son. It's getting out of hand, guys, and you know what's going on in these streets. But I tell you one thing. If I'm ever outside, and I see a shooting star, and I pull my foot out to record it, and it disappears, I missed it.
Si hago deporte, puedo comer y beber lo que quiera.
Uy, qué morro. Estos son muchas excusas y es un súper falso.
Se habla...
I think we're about to break the curse of the firmament. So yesterday I was talking about how they need our energy, and that's why they keep triggering us and doing all this shit. Because we're not feeding into all of this bullshit that they're putting out there, they have nothing else to keep us here, keep us in this fucked up ass thing that we've been down there for so long. Y'all shit's about to get real.
So did you guys see that federal agencies are now bringing back segregation and that they quietly have undone the law that prohibits certain constitutions and institutions that have goods or services to segregate? While y'all are on here bring back segregation, they already did when they wiped out DEI, but people are sounding the alarm on it because they're instituting it and telling companies to start to do it now. Segregated facilities are no longer explicitly banned in federal contracts, meaning they can do shit like rating rooms for colored onlys and white only gyms. Oh, you don't believe me? Let's read. The segregation clause is one of the several identified in a public memo issued by the General Services Administration just last month, affecting all civil federal agencies. Now, this memo explains it is making changes prompted by President Trump's executive order on diversity, equity, and inclusion, which replaced an executive order signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson in 1965 regarding federal contractors and non-discrimination. Now, a recent notice from the National Institute of Health shows that change is already in effect. Several federal agencies, include the Department of Defense, Commerce, and Homeland Security, have notified staff who oversee federal contracts that they should start instituting these changes. The changes to
there was a civil rights act of what, like 1964, that already had that in there, so therefore we didn't need it again. But you know, if people want to keep running with that, I mean, it's exhausting. One thing is, this type of stuff is built to divide everybody. Now, am I scared of segregation? Hell no. I'm not a hive mind thinker. I see past the bullshit. They're trying to use certain things in the public eye to slander. They do it with every president. All of us, they're the greatest person when they're running. When they become the president, they're hated. People that love them are going to find reasons that don't even affect them to hate them, because of propaganda, and that's how they split the masses, and they have us all divided. What the hell is really going on? And most of the time, guess what, people? It's nothing. Just got you in your feelings, and that's how they control you. But look, let's keep going though.
Racist people don't really want segregation.
This gonna tell you the truth about it.
Segregation is drawing a line in the sand where black people live on this side and white people live on that side. They don't want segregation. They want selective segregation, servitude, and unfair treatment. Segregation is what happened to Black Wall Street. See, that's what they don't want. Here's the big difference. Racists want you to live where they put you, and they want you to work towards the advancement of their society over here. So we want you to live here, but work in the coal mines, in the fields, and work in the construction and the hard labor, and then when you get done, leave over where we are and go stay where we told you to stay. And also, we want unfair treatment. Look up to us as we look down on you. But the second we start having our own banks, having our own doctors, having our own farms, letting the money that we create inside our community continue to circulate inside our community and build our own community up, that's an issue. That's why Black Wall Street gets burned down, because what we're doing over here doesn't benefit what they're doing over here. Like, I gotta build my own thing up. No, we want people low enough on the totem pole financially and educational wise that we can use them to be the burden bearers of our society. That extends past color. I just wanted to make a video real quick just so all the people on the same page as me understand what I'm about, because I clearly know that the segregation that they're talking about ain't the segregation that we talking about. Leave it in the comments.
You look, and I'm gonna hit that again. We're gonna beat that dead horse, right? The horse ain't dead, he's still riding. Cause y'all gotta know, man, the people out here that's just so involved in your feelings are not real when it comes to social environments on the internet. Your emotions are not real. Stop involving your emotions and everything. That's your energy. You're being siphoned. You're being used to perpetuate agendas. Like, come on now, wake up, people. That's what I'm here to do. Ding, ding, ding. Wake up. They want you out here hating white people. They want you out here hating Asian people. They want you out here hating yourself. The worse we think of each other and ourselves, we're never going to be able to rise. We might rise slowly, but we will never catch up.
Told me, but it was
I mean, I think this is why it keeps getting reset. So I use ChatGPT all the time so I can tell when it gets reset. And silly me, I just thought that it had something to do with just so perfectly succinct in exactly what you...
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, do you remember the time that Trump supported Jesse Jackson?
No, but I remember when he supported the Black Panther Party.
Wow. That's incredible. And how did he support the Black Panther Party?
With his money.
Whoa, for real? My goodness.
He gave us money.
So, in your opinion, Trump has always been, now that he has these 34 counts of being a felon, Trump has always been part of the black community, or familiarized at least with the black community.
That's exactly right. Trump was a friend to people of African American descent, and he owned all of Harlem.
Wow, that's amazing. So in your opinion, sir, your valued opinion, why do you think they put all these charges on Trump, and they're afraid of him to be president?
Because Trump likes Africans in America. He likes black folks. That's one. I think that Trump is qualified and a very decent approach to having somebody representing America. Trump,
yeah, I agree with you, and I think Trump would be able to get us off this government thing and get us to making our own money, you know, because he knows how to make money. He knows how to lose money, and so he would be the perfect person to help us get our own again, right?
And Trump's a friend of African Americans. He's always been a friend of black people. That's how I know Trump.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. And what is your name, sir?
My name is David Hilliard, founding member of the Black Panther Party.
Oh, my God. Well, that's amazing. You're a well-known figure in the Bay Area, so we thank you for taking a moment out of your valued time to give us an interview for the Random Site. Thank you, sir.
All power to the people.
Okay.
See, this is just a little mental exercise, because if you just look, it's easy to get on the internet and make somebody look bad and get them to believe something that's not actually true. I'm big on this too. Did we just watch a sci-fi movie or something? Did we just see a nigga get dipped in some gravy and turn into a fucking goddamn piece of fried chicken? Just when we thought we saw it all. Just when we thought we heard the last about these eggs. Are y'all tracking? Are you tracking? Are you tracking? Look, now we're about to go into the breakdowns. Let's get it.
You still eating KFC? Okay. This is wow. Now, I'm not sure if this is a chicken egg or is this a potato, but it looks like a potato. Watch this. This is a KFC commercial. It's not a game.
Like a chicken egg.
At all. What, you thought that was mud water? That's gravy. Yeah, the gravy you put on your mashed potatoes. Shh. Shut up! It's not a game, guys. Look at this. Pay attention to this.
It's a golden egg.
What is going on? You're probably in a drive-thru right now. Yo, what are you about to do with him? What is this? You dipping him in gravy? Why are you doing that?
Dude came out a whole fried chicken leg, bro. You hear me? Well, there you go, guys. KFC. Now you know I love this bucket of fried chicken. I shouldn't have to even say anything. Shh. This video is for entertainment purposes.
And finally, here's possibly the most disturbing cartoon I've ever set eyes upon. And I've seen super
herbs and spices that make it taste great.
No, it's a special way it's cooked.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's made special to taste great.
Finger-licking controversy. I don't know what's worse, the Confederate uniform or the fact I'm pretty sure that's a chicken eating chicken. So slavery or cannibalism? It's a fine line.
The Colonel didn't leave us out.
She liked it, right?
It's a $20 family fill-up. That's a great home-cooked meal that we don't have to home-cook.
Well, well, well. Now I don't know who to jack off to.
Boy, I tell you that like the commercials, I see why that's banned. But do y'all see the repetition of weird ass commercials? Let me know in the comments.
As soon as I know more, I will tell more. All right. As soon as I know, and other seers who are getting messages, please share them. Please make sure that people have the information that they need so that they can make the best informed choice for themselves in love.
And just like that, she hit.
We all love kicking back at home after a long, soul-crushing day at work. But for some, home isn't exactly a sanctuary. And not because of their nagging spouse or noisy neighbours. For Melissa, stepping through her front door comes with a heavy, here we go again, sigh. Because something way worse than unpaid bills or dodgy plumbing has been living rent-free in her house. After one too many eerie, sanity-testing encounters, she'd finally had enough. So, she called the Allegheny paranormal investigators to settle the question once and for all. Was she losing her mind, or was something real messing with her?
This room is a pretty big hotspot, so that's why I tried to move everything around. I moved out, but when at 2:45 in the morning or around 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when the banging starts.
This first scary video was uploaded to the internet by Kayla Grimmy87, and apparently in May 2024, Kayla made a video about the unexplained events that surround her family. She explains that her children received a doll that was passed down by an aunt, and according to her, the doll is haunted.
So back in 2020, I had received a doll from an aunt that had been passed down in my family. Originally, it belonged to my great-great-grandmother and kind of cycled through every girl in our family. Everybody hates this doll. It's also important to note. Everybody always claimed that this doll is haunted, but when it ended up with us, my oldest son did love this doll, played with it all the time, talked to it all the time. So anyway, one night he has a terrible nightmare that he is seeing something crawl out of his closet and stand by his window, which is right next to his bed, and it's staring at him like this. Screaming, crying, won't go back to sleep, needs me or my husband with him. So I go to him, I lay down with him, and the whole time I'm laying with him trying to get him to go back to sleep, he is like staring over my shoulder off into the corner of his room. And I go to turn my head to see what he's staring at, and he stops my face with his hands. He's like, "No, mommy, don't look at him. He's really scary." So I carry him and all of his things. We go lay down in my bed. And this is just the beginning of a situation that went on for nearly a year. So after this, almost every single night, he's having terrible nightmares. And one night, I remember that we have leftover holy water from Lawson's baptism. So I'm like, you know what? We don't have anything to lose at this point. So I sprinkle it around his room, and believe it or not, he actually slept better that night. But my youngest son, who was just a baby at the time, he has a horrible night sleeping. He's up screaming, seems scared, creeped out, whatever. I had also taken a picture of my husband on the monitor in Lawson's bedroom, where he had been laying on the floor holding Lawson's hand trying to help him fall asleep.
Kayla says that both her children have terrible nightmares, and it all seems to be connected to the doll that Kayla claims is haunted. Then, one night, a baby monitor in Kayla's son's room captures something she'll never forget.
You can see like the shadow of a hand or a claw like holding my husband's shoulder as he holds Lawson's hand trying to help him fall asleep. We get rid of the doll. We pass the doll off to the priest. He gives us some very specific instructions on very specific things to say and do around our house. He has us open a Bible to a very specific passage and then place this open Bible in the closet and leave it there. And eventually things do calm down. If things have gotten better, he doesn't mention it, but he still won't sleep in that room without somebody with him.
After following the instructions of the priest, Kayla claims that the scary activity surrounding her children seems to calm down, but she and her husband can't get over the creepy photo that was captured by the baby monitor. She says that, to this day, they still don't know how to explain it and have no idea what might be on her husband's shoulder. Kayla thinks it looks like a hand, and some viewers even claim to see the faint outline of a face, as if someone or something is right next to Kayla's husband and son. But what do you think? And could this be somehow linked to the haunted doll? Let me know down below. Do you have a creepy clip to share? Send your scary footage to our email address, contactmindjunkie@gmail.com, and we might feature it on the channel. Late one night, a young man from Vietnam suddenly jolts awake. Disorientated, he reaches for his tablet and sees that it's 3:46 AM. He tries to go back to sleep, but he has a strange feeling that he's being watched. He looks around the room and sees a dark shadow in a corner. It's hard to tell what it could be, so he takes a photo, increases the brightness, and sees this. Horrified, the young man sees what appears to be a shadowy figure crouching beneath his table. However, when he gets out of bed and switches the light on, the figure is nowhere to be seen. He says that whoever or whatever this was has vanished into thin air. Many viewers think that this is a ghost, but why it was watching the man while he slept is a total mystery.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 7 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. Playgrounds are often the place in which millions of children from all around the world make hundreds of memories with their friends growing up, playing games of all kinds. You don't typically associate playgrounds with hauntings, but that's exactly what's happening in this first video we'll be taking a look at today. The video in question was published to TikTok in January of 2025 by a woman named Nadia, who is filming a playground in the distance from the comfort of a vehicle. Immediately, it's clear that there's something very strange going on with this playground. Have a look and see for yourself. The clip shows a large children's swing moving forcefully from side to side, while Nadia can only film in complete shock and awe. You can also see from the trees that there doesn't seem to be any noticeable wind, making this video even more bizarre. If not for the wind, then what could possibly be making this swing move around so much, while the other swing doesn't? Is it possible that there's some kind of a ghostly entity wandering around this playground and just messing around, trying to have fun even in the afterlife? If so, let's just hope that that's the entity's only intention. On February 21st, 2025, a woman named Amanda Marie posted a video to her TikTok account in which she explained that she initially thought she was taking a wholesome video of her young daughter talking to Amanda's mother's urn, who had passed away a month before this video was taken. But things take a seriously strange turn rather quickly. Take a look and see if you notice anything creepy happening. Out of nowhere, some kind of dark, ghostly figure can be seen running past the camera so quickly that if you blink for even just a second, you'll probably miss it. Amanda says she didn't even notice it at first, and it was only when she sent the video to her husband that she did, because he told her to go back and look at the video. She says it's the most terrifying thing she's ever seen, and it's not hard to see why. What would you do if you found yourself in Amanda's shoes? Sadly, no updates have been made on the video, but we can only hope that this strange entity has not appeared again. Over on TikTok, someone named Raxi uploaded a video to their account which shows them videotaping some security camera footage that was taken overnight in an undisclosed location. For the first couple of seconds, it's not really clear what we're supposed to be looking at. It just seems like an ordinary piece of security camera footage, but that all changes once the uploader zooms in on something in the corner. Watch this.
Apakah ada yang aneh? Takjub ya? Ya. Jam 23.41. Kayak matane kayak Messi ya. Medeni cah, iso nyuwata ya raine.
Once the uploader zooms all the way in, we can make out what appears to be a pocong standing off in the corner. A pocong is a ghost from Indonesian and Malaysian folklore, believed to be the trapped soul of a deceased person whose burial shroud was not properly untied. Wrapped entirely in white cloth with a pale, sometimes decayed face peeking through, it is said to hop or float due to its bound form. Pocongs are often seen in graveyards or desolate roads, appearing suddenly to startle or haunt the living. Some legends say they seek help to be freed, while others describe them as eerie, malevolent spirits. By all means, that's exactly what this strange figure looks like, but of course, we can only speculate as to the authenticity of the video. So what do you guys think this figure is? Do you believe it to be a pocong as well, or do you think it's something else entirely? Also, what do you think its intentions were? Let's just hope that Raxi won't ever have to deal with whatever it is again. The interdimensional NHI subreddit is a place to freely discuss anything related to UFOs and interdimensional non-human intelligence. The subreddit is chock full of interesting videos, but the one we'll be having a look at today is definitely one of the more fascinating ones that has popped up on the subreddit in quite a while. The video in question was filmed in Denver, Colorado on January 11th, 2025 and shows the uploader filming the night sky. Nope, the green light you're looking at isn't the Northern Lights or anything of the like. It may just be a UFO.
There it is, the light turned on. You see that? What the man? Watch, it's gonna start looking like it's dropping something out of it. That's fucking weird, man. What the f is it, bro? Oh, the light went out. The f the light went out again. And it is super close.
Throughout the course of the video, we watch as the strange green light moves slowly around the sky, while the uploader can only watch on and film in complete amazement. One commenter said the following, quote, "Saw this 10 years ago while living in Denver with a friend after getting out of the car to walk inside. Specifically green light on a cloudy night. Effing wild. It was just like this. I have to laugh at how crazy this all is. It's happening. Who and what it is, I don't know, but it's wild. In Lakewood too, for what it's worth, so this was very central to the city. I was also once in Centennial and saw a cluster of objects." End quote. Another commenter also had a very similar experience. Quote, "This is exactly what happened to me. Same cloaking mechanism, and when it noticed me noticing it, it flashed me with that light, but it was only for a couple of seconds, like straight at me and me only. Turns off light, goes back into cloak, and you can see the outline of whatever the F it was as it zooms off in restricted airspace. This happened in an area common for incoming flights where I live. This was nothing commercial and a very weird experience." End quote. Seems like plenty of people have had strange experiences similar to the one shown in this video. Did they all witness the same kind of unidentified aerial phenomena, or is there a different explanation? We can only hope that with enough time, we'll finally start to put the pieces of this strange puzzle together. On TikTok, a woman named Sarah, the least. He says that he believes that there's a ghost that is roaming the house constantly, but he states that he thinks that the ghost isn't malicious at all, but rather instead he thinks it's mischievous. He says that he's been trying to capture some of the activity that happens around the house for months on end, but to no avail. That is, however, until this particular video in which he finally captured something. Take a look. As you can see, the video clearly shows evidence that there's something quite bizarre going on inside of Leon's house. The footage that he ended up getting on camera shows some lights flickering on and off constantly, while a door is closing and opening. Nobody is quite sure of what exactly is going on in this video. We all just know that it's very creepy. If there truly is a ghost living in Leon's house, whether he thinks it's harmless or not, I think it's probably a good idea for him to move out someplace else as soon as possible. A man known as Jordan G posted a video to his YouTube channel on November 11th, 2021 that showcases some eerie footage. Jordan says that he works as a security guard someplace, with this particular video being recorded at 5:30 in the morning. Jordan takes his phone camera and zooms in on one of the security cameras located directly in front of him, highlighting a passageway down on the street with a sewage drain that's locked off. But there also appears to be something else down there, something that may or may not be friendly. Take a look.
Hey man, so I'm sitting up here at work, right? I'm a security guard, guys. It's 5:38 in the morning. This passageway down there, but the sewage drain, that's locked off actually. And you see them glaring eyes right there, right? Now mind you, I don't know what the hell that is down there. But it's weird, bro, cause like it popped up and as the camera, as you can see, is black and white. As the other ones is in color. You see I can zoom out on it. And I can zoom in on it, and the eyes are just glaring. Like, I don't know what the hell that is, man. It's not a person. What the heck? I don't know if it's a dog man or something. It's something back there, bro.
Do you see it? A pair of creepy glowing eyes can be seen staring down near the passageway. Jordan says that he has absolutely no idea as to what these creepy eyes could possibly belong to. However, a lot of people in the comments seem to think that these eyes belong to that of the dog man. For those who are unaware, legend has it that in 1887, residents of Wexford County, Michigan were startled by the sight of a mysterious creature roaming the woods. Descriptions varied, but most agreed it was a towering figure, standing at an imposing 7 feet tall. Its eyes, reported as either piercing blue or amber, seemed to gleam with an otherworldly intelligence. Witnesses spoke of a creature that defied easy categorization, part man, part canine, with a haunting howl that echoed through the night, chilling the bones of all who heard it. This enigmatic being came to be known as the Dog Man, a figure steeped in local folklore and whispered tales. According to the stories, the Dog Man emerges from the shadows once every decade, making its presence known in years that end with the number 7. Reports of sightings have persisted over the years, scattered across the state of Michigan, but particularly concentrated in the northwestern reaches of the Lower Peninsula. Despite skeptics dismissing the creature as nothing more than a product of overactive imaginations, the allure of the Dog Man endures. So what do you guys think? Does this video show the infamous Dog Man, or is this something else entirely different? Please feel free to share your thoughts and theories in the comments down below. This TikTok video was posted to the platform by a young girl named Scaaaaryyy. In the video, we watch as she wanders around outside in the middle of the night, seemingly walking around a grassy hilltop area while talking to the camera. At first, nothing scary seems to be happening, but things quickly take a seriously sinister turn in just a matter of moments. Watch this.
Seban está en la pieza, pero yo sentí el olor por acá. No sé qué está pasando, pero quiero tratar de grabar. ¡Ah! Miren eso.
Did you see it? Out of nowhere, a mysterious figure can be seen standing right behind this tree, which Zoe notices almost instantly, at which point she screams and proceeds to run away for dear life. Sadly, we never really get a good look at the figure that's standing behind the tree, so we can't really say for sure whether or not the figure looked to be human or something else entirely. Either way, it's an unsettling video that just goes to show you that danger is lurking around every corner, even when you think you're alone. Remember this video next time you're walking somewhere alone at night. A YouTuber known simply as BW posted a video to his channel which showcases video footage of him driving on the Crow's Nest Highway 3, located in British Columbia, Canada, at 2:48 in the morning on July 30th, 2023. A lot of people think driving in the middle of the night on a long dark road, such as this one, would be super creepy, and for good reason. However, usually those fears don't turn into anything. Except in this video, they do. As the man drives smoothly, all of a sudden, he spots something on the road that would be enough to scare the soul right out of anybody's body, no matter what time of the day it is. Take a look. Out of nowhere, a woman wearing some kind of a white wedding dress can be seen simply walking in the middle of the road for no discernible reason. The uploader seemingly sees this, as you can see him swerving the car a little bit in order to avoid colliding with the mysterious woman. The man continues driving afterward, which was probably a smart idea in case this was some kind of a witch or ghost or something. Regardless, it definitely makes you wonder what in the world was going on here. Ghosts are believed to appear on rural roads at night due to various reasons. Some suggest they are tied to tragic events like accidents or untimely deaths that occurred in those locations, while others speculate they linger due to unresolved emotions or unfinished business. So could this be a ghostly woman on the road, or was it simply a strangely behaving person? After watching this video, make sure to be extra careful the next time you find yourself driving on the highway in the dark.
Queréis trabajar con nosotros porque conocemos la tierra. Pero es que poco a poco nos estáis echando.
¿Qué pasó anoche, capitán?
Anoche venía muy cabrones y se nos calentó la sangre un poco a todos.
Últimamente vienen cabrones todos.
Estoy empezando a dudar hasta de mi propia gente.
¡Cuidado, capitán!
Sea lo que haya en esas bolsas, no te lo vas a llevar.
¡Ya sabemos dónde están, perros!
Estamos muy vendidos, muy vendidos.
¡Todo el mundo dentro de los coches, hostia! ¡Hey!
Esta es nuestra casa. Vamos a pelear por ella.
For over a century, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania has echoed with eerie tales of the supernatural. Ghostly whispers of fallen soldiers and spectral apparitions haunt the historic town, where the echoes of the Civil War still reverberate. In July 1863, the fields of Gettysburg bore witness to one of the bloodiest battles in American history. Over 3 days, Union and Confederate forces clashed in a savage conflict that left thousands dead and wounded. The aftermath was a scene of unimaginable horror, with the cries of the dying echoing across the battlefield. Yet even after the cannons fell silent, the scars of war endured. Many Confederate soldiers were denied proper burials, their restless spirits perhaps doomed to wander the fields of Gettysburg for eternity. Now, more than 140 years later, these lingering specters continue to cast a shadow over the town, their presence a haunting reminder of the cost of war. This chilling video posted to YouTube by a channel named Reflections of America follows a